What do you get when you combine thrifting and Yosemite National Park? Join us and find out. I found a great deal on Facebook Marketplace for Johnson Brothers transferware dishes. I had no idea how far we would have to go to get it and exactly how great of a deal I was going to get. On my counter is everything that we got from our trip to Yosemite. Starting off with, look at all these saucers. They're just absolutely gorgeous. And these 5 teacups that go with it, which are absolutely just, I can't say enough about them. They're gorgeous. This gravy boat. Look at this gravy boat. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. And that gravy boat plate, what would you call that? I don't know. Anyway, look at that. It's so beautiful. It's called the Friendly Village, obviously, and it's by Johnson Brothers. And just so you're aware, this transferware has just splotches of different colors in it. And I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. We got 4 coffee cups along with the 5 teacups. There's 12 of these glasses that I'm not quite sure what they are. Maybe for champagne, but I'm going to use them for either whatever it is that we drink for Thanksgiving or some dessert. You could do pudding in there, whatever. And these are dessert plates, which are absolutely gorgeous. I think that there's 12 of those. And then the dinner plates, there's 8 of those. And then also this gorgeous platter that I don't know if it's a what do you call it? Charger? Maybe it's a charger. I don't know. But it's beautiful nonetheless. It does have some crazing on it, so I don't think I'm going to be able to actually use it, but it will be beautiful for decor. And oh my goodness, I was just talking about how I wanted a terrine. By the way, these are 2 vegetable bowls, but I was just talking about how I wanted a terrine, and I was holding out for just the right one. And look at this. It's so beautiful. It's got all these different pictures, and it does have a little bit of a crack there. It's actually broken, but just on the one side. And the lady said it was just, unfortunately it was broken. But it also did not have a spoon, but she put a ladle in there for me. It doesn't quite match, so I'm going to be on the lookout, I think, for a matching ladle. This gorgeous platter, look at how big that is. Here's my hand. And look at that. It's huge. And then 2 of this size glasses, 3 of this size glasses. Now I think that because they're not the entire set, I may sell these as replacements for people that already have the set but are missing a couple or 3 of those. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to keep these, but I think I may, because I have all of those saucers to go with it. But yes, all of this, I have a story for you. So I saw in Marketplace that the lady showed, I think it was just a few of these, like maybe one or two of these dishes. And I thought, well, okay, you know, for $20, that's pretty cool. And she said, now there are more, and if you come, make sure that you bring lots of packaging because there are quite a few pieces. And I was intrigued. I thought, well, let's see how many pieces there are. She didn't state, so I just thought, okay, I'll take, you know, I'll accept it, and we'll go and I asked my husband where this place was, and he said, I think it's just not too far away, maybe like an hour or so, but we can do it. And then I told, when the lady explained to me exactly where it was later on in the evening, and I thought, I don't feel comfortable going up to the mountains of Yosemite in the middle of the night to try and find this place for some dishes. So I scheduled with her for the following, I think it was 3 days later, and 3 or 4 possibly days later, and I asked her if she would mind if we came then, and so she agreed, and we left the house in the afternoon, and we kept going and going. We thought we'd make a day trip out of it. It took us about 2 hours to get there, and it was literally up at the very top of the mountain was where their home is. And I gave my son the address and told him in the directions and said, you know, if you don't hear from me by this time, give me a call and keep trying until you reach me. And if you don't reach me, call the police. So anyway, we got there. It was a beautiful home, literally at the top of the mountain. And the couple, it was an elderly couple, and just the sweetest couple. We had a lovely time visiting with them. She told me that these had been her mother's for about 25 years, and then they had been hers for another close to 3 years, and that it was time to get rid of them. And she sold them to me for $20 for all of these. And I was so excited. I wasn't quite sure if she would be willing to give me a hug. And I said, you know, I asked her finally, I said, I just want to give you a hug. I'm so excited. And so we hugged, and she gave me such a strong hug. And honestly, I felt such love for her at that moment. And I think it was her mother. Her mother, you know, was in the room with us, and she, I think, was who felt that great love for this lady. And we just visited with them for a while, and then brought home our beautiful dishes. And I called my son on the way back, and by the way, we had such a beautiful drive. I'm going to share some of the trip with you, and then I called my son and said, no, we're okay. And he said, please don't do that again. Go up to some random place in the mountains and for just some dishes, honestly, because we were very fortunate that these people were so lovely and so gracious, and you know, that we had such a lovely experience. But there is that risk that you take, and it's very dangerous. So would not recommend that you do that, but it just worked out beautifully for us. in this instance. So anyway, that's my story, and look at how beautiful these are. And just in time for Thanksgiving, I will be using these for my family Thanksgiving meal. This is the dessert plate. I won't be using this. It'll maybe make an appearance on the center of our table, maybe. And then these glasses, we'll be using the vegetable dishes I might use. And I may be making some soup for Thanksgiving, so I may be using these. And look at this gravy boat. Look at this gravy boat. So beautiful. So exciting. So beautiful. Yeah. And just lovely, lovely dishes. So that was our experience. And I will show you the beautiful drive on the way up. So thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for that drive. It's gorgeous.
If you haven't already, I would be so grateful if you would subscribe. The arrow's pointing to where their home is. Please make sure to like and subscribe. There is no cost to you for subscribing, but it does help out my channel.